previous class already I had told that in the term 1 exam there will be unit 1, unit 2 and unit 3. Already we have completed all the chapters from unit 1 and unit 2. Today we will start unit 3, and I had told previously that in the term 1 and term 2 there will be unit 3. Okay, in both term unit 3 will be there. So we had separated the chapters in term 1. Chapter 1 from unit 3 will come. So in term 1 unit 3 chapter 1 will come only, and for term 2 from unit 3 chapter 2 and 3 will come. Okay, remember it carefully, listen to me carefully. Okay, that unit 1 all chapters, unit 2 all chapters, and unit 3 only chapter 1 will come for term 1, and in term 2 there will be chapter 2 and 3 from unit 3, and unit 4, 5 or 6 whatever is there all will come in the term 2. Okay, so today we will see the chapter 1 from unit 3, and it will be the last chapter for explanation for term 1. Okay, so everyone, let's see. So we will see unit 3 chapter 1 today. Okay, so what is the name of this chapter? The name of this chapter is Human Development Index and Sustainable Development Goals. So what is the meaning of these names? These two names, this Human Development Index and Sustainable Development Goals. These two names are fully different from our daily life. So at first we will see Human Development Index. See, the Human Development Index, or in short we can say HDI, that is Human Development Index. So if there will be any MCQ that what is the full form of HDI, so you have to click on Human Development Index. Okay, so the Human Development Report on 2016 had released by the Union Nation Development Program, UNDP. So this Human Development Report in 2016, it was released by the Union Nation Development Program, that is UNDP, and ranks India 131 out of 188 countries. Every year UNDP, that means United Nations Development Program, ranks countries based on Human Development Index. Means this authority, that is Union Nation Development Program, this authority every year UNDP ranks the countries based on Human Development Index, means how Human Development Index is going on. So according to that they give the rank. So what is the Human Development Index and how is it measured? So Human Development Index is a statistical tool which ranks countries by level of human development, that is measure of a country's overall achievement in its social and economic dimension. Means Human Development System or Human Development Index, it is a statistical tool which ranks the countries by level of human development. Means they will measure the human development. So it is the measurement of a country overall achievement in its social and economic dimension. Means how humans are developing their social and economic level. This is the statistical tool and it is known as Human Development Index. Okay, you may be wondering what these social and economic dimensions are. So you can say the question that what is social and economic dimension? So the social and economic dimension of a country are based on the health of the people and the level of education attainment and also the standard of living. Means the economic and social development, how we can measure it by seeing the health of the people. Means how how much people are healthy in this country. By measuring this, we can say, and also the level of education attainment, means how much people are educated here. Based on this, and also the standard of living, what is the standard of living of that, of the people of that country. According to these three levels, human development index rank has been given by UNDP, that is Union Nation Development Program. Okay, so here see one chart is given. See, human development index. So, what are the dimensions? That is long and healthy life, knowledge, decent standard of living. Means these are the dimension. Means these are the factors of human development index, and measured by indicators, means by which this is measured. So long and healthy life, life expectancy at birth, means how much age, means at which age the average humans are dying. So this is the long and healthy life, means how much healthy they are, how much period they are living. Next is knowledge. So mean years of schooling and expected years of schooling, means from which year the child are going to school, at which stage they are now, means by calculating these things upon the knowledge. So the mean age of schooling and expected years of schooling, according to this human development index can be measured. Okay, and the last one, that is decent standard of living, means how much people are alive in that timing, how they are living their life. According to that, we can give, means UNDP are giving the ranks for human development index. Okay, so measured by indicators, that is gross national income per capita, means how much money everyone is incoming, how much money are incoming for every people, that is gross national income, GNI, per capita. So according to this, the decent standard of living has been measured. Means if we can say that in any state or in any town or city, there are so much rich people, they are associated with some business or some job, so their income is very high, more than 10 to 20 lakhs annually. Okay, so we can say that they are rich, or if there will be annual income near about crore, then they are very rich. So it is the decent standard of living. Okay, next, the calculation of the human development index therefore combines four major indicators, namely, means there are four major indicators according to which the calculation of human development index depend. Life expectancy at birth, means number of years a newborn infant could expect to live if prevailing pattern of age specific mortality rates at the time of birth stays the same throughout the infant's life. Means life expectancy at birth, so it is means number of years a newborn infant could expect, means a newborn baby kid. So their family is expecting that this baby should live for 70 or 80 years. So this pattern of age specific mortality rate at the time of birth stays the same throughout the infant life. Means just it is a thinking, means if the family will think that this baby should live 70 to 80 years, if there will not be any disease, they the family members will give them a proper amount of nutrients, so that this baby can live for that days how much they have expected. Okay, expected years of schooling for education, means there will be any expectation, from that child, so it will be suitable for them for the schooling for education. Okay, next, mean years for schooling for education, means mean year should be there, means from this to this a mean year should be there for schooling of education. So average number of years of education received by people aged 25 and older. So In every country there are there are maximum age that is 25 and older. So average number of years, like from age 4 to 25, that is the average age for the schooling. Okay. Number 4, that is gross national income per capita for standard of living. As I had told that if we will see one town or any city or any area, that some people, those who are doing business or any job they are doing, so gross national income per capita for standard of living means we will count for all and we will make an average. So by seeing the average, that is gross national income, so by seeing this we can say about the standardization of the living of that people. Okay. So these four are the factors, or these four are the major indicators. What is the factors? Now what are the factors? Life expectancy at birth means how much year they will live. Next, expected years of schooling for education means expected years for the schooling. Next, mean year for schooling, and last one is gross national income per capita. So these are the major factors. Next, the HDI is a measure for assessing progress in human development based on a long and healthy life, access to knowledge, and access to decent living, a decent level of living. So the HDI means Human Development Index. It is a measure for assessing progress in human development. Means in human development, how they are progressing based on a long and healthy life. Access to knowledge means how they are gaining their knowledge, how long they are living, for how many years they are living a healthy life, and access to decent level of living. This is the measurement of Human Development Index. These indicators are then combined to generate a HDI score between 0 and 1. Means that 4 indicators, what I had told, these 4 indicators, 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 indicators combines with each other and they will generate a score between 0 and 1. India's Human Development Index value 0.624. So what is the minimum and maximum range of HDI? There can be a question. So the minimum and maximum range of HDI is 0 and 1, means from 0 to 1. That is the minimum and maximum range. So an important and very important line here, see the India's Human Development Index, that is HDI value 0.624, puts it in the medium human development. So what is the Human Development Index value of India? That is 0.624, and it indicates that India is a medium human development category. India is in the medium human development category. The world's top 3 countries in HDI are Norway, the HDI level is 0.949. In Australia, it is 0.939. In Switzerland, it is 0.939. So, which one is better? It is Norway. So, first Human Development Index, that is first rank, Norway is there. Second rank, it is Australia with 0.939 HDI. Switzerland is 0.939 HDI. Okay. The next topic of interest is Sustainable Development Goals. So till this much, we have seen about HDI, Human Development Index. Next, we will see the next topic. See, if we will see the heading, see Human Development Index and Sustainable Development Goals. So next, we will see about the Sustainable Development Goals. We have completed about the Human Development Index. Okay, so let's see. The next topic of interest is Sustainable Development Goals. These goals are an attempt to galvanize global effort towards social mobilization for a healthy community. So let's see. Sustainable Development Goals, that is SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. Okay. Many of you may have heard or read about Millennium Development Goals, MDGs. So what is the full form of MDGs? It is Millennium Development Goals, okay, which were the anti-poverty initiatives set up in 2000 by Union Nation. Means Union Nation in 2000, in the year 2000, they have initiated an anti-poverty initiative. They have initiated an anti-poverty initiation, okay, means against the poverty. 8 goals were set out in this Millennium Declaration adopted globally, which was largely successful, but many shortfalls remained in the year 15 years effort. So, 8 goals were set in that period. Out of this Millennium Declaration adopted globally, means 8 goals at first it was set, and it was adopted globally, means all the countries and nations adopted these goals, which was largely successful, but many shortfalls remained in this 15 years effort. But many shortfalls means all the nations not have taken it, but maximum number of countries have taken it. That's why it is adopted globally. But after this effort, there MDGs, that means Sustainable Development Goals, replace the MDGs, means these Millennium Development Goals, in September 2015. The United Nations or UN General Assembly adopted the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. So, in the year 2015, the Millennium Development Goal gone, it replaced by SDGs, means Sustainable Development Goals, and the UN, means Union Nation General Assembly, adopted the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. This new agenda emphasized a holistic approach to achieve sustainable development for all, which include 17 goals featuring 169 targets to be implemented from 2015 to 2030. Means they had the new agenda emphasized a holistic approach to achieve sustainable development. Means their new agenda was to achieve the sustainable development for all, which includes 17 goals. So there was 17 goals featuring 169 targets to be implemented from 2015 to 2030. These goals are adopted by member countries of UN, including India. So these goals are adopted by the members of United Kingdom and also includes the India. Okay. Next, see what are the 17 goals. So we have to know about the 17 goals, which goals they had adopted, and they had given the targets, 169 targets to be implemented from 2015 to 2030. Means in between 2015 to 2030, we have to complete this all targets. So what are these 17 goals? Refer to figure 9, which illustrate these 17 goals. See here, a figure is there. Okay. By seeing this figure, we can understand about the 17 goals. Having read the goals, you would have realized that all SDGs are interconnected. They are a universal call to end poverty. Means next we will see this goal, sustainable development goals. See the picture. First, picture number 1, that is no poverty, means there should not be any poverty. Next, zero hunger, means if there will not be any poverty, then zero hunger level will be decreased and it will become 0. Next is 3, good health and well-being. If there will not be any hunger, then good health will be there. Quality education, if people have money, there is no poverty, they can go for the quality education. Number 5, gender equality, means if they will go for the quality education, there will not be any gender inequality. So next, number 6, that is clean water and sanitation. Means if they will live a healthy life, say good health and well-being, if they will live a healthy life, They will take the clean water and sanitation will be maintained. Next, number 7, affordable and clean energy means if they will maintain their hygiene or they will maintain their sanitation, then affordable and clean energy they will gain. Number 8, decent work and economic growth means if the people will come out from no poverty and they will take good health and they will take quality education, gender equality will come, then economic growth will be done, economy will be developed. Number 9, industry, innovation and infrastructure means if there will be economic growth, then industry will be developed, then infrastructure will be made. Number 10, reduced inequalities means if gender equality will come and no poverty will be there, then inequality level will be reduced. Number 11, sustainable cities and communities means if there will be no poverty, no such bad condition will be there, there will be sanitation maintained, there will be equality, gender equality will be there, then sustainable cities and communities will be produced. Number 12, responsible consumption and production. Responsible consumption and production will be made means as all the people now are literate, they are educated, so they will consume responsible amount and they will produce a new thing. Means just think recycle. We will not lose anything. We will recycle all the things to maintain the level. Next, climate action means if we will maintain our nature, then the climatic action will be good. Number 14, life below water. If we will maintain the cleanliness for the water level, if we will maintain the pollution, then the life below the water will be very good. Life on land, if we will maintain the nature, if we will maintain the pollution, then the life on land will be good. Peace, justice and strong institution means we have to make some institution which will keep all the things in peace and justice, and the institution and all the system will be good. Number 17, partnership for the goal means if last point, that is partnership for the goal, that is very important, means if we want to control this all 16, so we have to make partnership to complete this target or for the goal. So this is the number 17, means we have to make partnership with each other to maintain all the targets for this sustainable development goals, SDG. Okay, so these are the 17 goals. Next, but as a student of nutrition means you have read these all things, you have now you know about the human development index and sustainable development goal, you have read, but what will you do by reading this? You have known about this, so you will try to maintain this, you will try to give this idea to everyone so that everyone can feel this target within 2030. Okay, and if we will maintain this, the HDI level will be increased for India, as we have seen that India is a moderate in moderate condition. So if we will maintain all these 17 goals, so that the HDI level means human development index value will be increased for India. But as a student of nutrition, the goals and targets which should concern us the most include the following 3. Means being a nutrition student, you should maintain 3 things. That is, end hunger, means there should not be any poverty, so the hunger will be ended. Good health and well-being means goal 3, means we have to maintain as a nutrition student goal 2, goal 3 and goal 6, that is end hunger. Good health and well-being means how the health will be developed, how it should be maintained. And goal 6, clean water and sanitation, means how we can use the clean water and how the sanitization should be maintained. These 3 goals we have to maintain properly, and we have to give all the idea to everyone. The target of reducing by 2030 all forms of malnutrition, including stunting and wasting in children after under 5 years of age is critical for India. Means if we will maintain all the target, if the target of reducing by 2030 means all the target, if it will be fulfilled, then there will not be any malnutrition, or it will include the stunting and wasting in the children under 5 years of age, under this 5 years of age. Okay, so now we will see the goal 2, 3 and 6 again. See, goal 2 was end hunger, means we have to end the hunger condition. So, achieve food security and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture, means achieve food security, means we have to maintain the food security. We don't have to waste any food product, and we have to improve the nutritional condition and promote, so that we can promote the sustainable agriculture. Means sustainable agriculture means just use a less amount in agriculture and there will be a profit, and there will be good product. If we will give a minimum amount of source, then we have to maintain that proper form, so that this agricultural development will be done. Target, what is the target? By 2030, end hunger and ensure access by all people, in particular the poor and people in vulnerable situation, including infants, to save nutritious and sufficient food all year round. Means there is a target by 2030, we have to end the hunger, and we have to ensure that all people are getting food, and there is not a vulnerable situation, including infant, child, young age and old age, all are getting proper amount of nutrition. They are safe and sufficient food they are getting all year around. This is the target. By 2030, end all forms of malnutrition. Malnutrition means deficiency of nutrition, that is malnutrition. So by 2030, there should be end of malnutrition, including achieving by 2025 the internationally agreed targets on stunting and wasting in children under 5 years of age, and address the nutritional needs of adolescent girl, pregnant and lactating and older person. Means in previous years or now, there is in some area, there are some areas where this level is not maintained. Means as you think, just some child are there who are facing the malnutrition, they are not getting proper amount of nutrition until they're 5 years of age. As we have seen that childhood is the best timing for everyone to take the proper amount of nutrients. So if they will not get these nutrients till 5 years of age, there will be a condition after such years, a malnutrition will be there. So we have to end this all. So we have to end the hunger. Next, goal number 3, that is good health and well-being. Means ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all ages. Means we have to maintain the good health, and so that people can live well. By 2030, reduce the global maternal mortality ratio to less than 70 per 1 lakh live births. Means create such good health so that mortality rates will be decreased, that is less than 70 per 1 lakh live births. Okay, by 2030 end preventable death of newborns and child under 5 years of age, with all countries aiming to reduce neonatal mortality to at least as low as 12 per 1,000 live births, and under 5 mortality to at least as low as 20 per 1,000 live births. Means we have to create some conditions so that neonatal means the age after birth. So mortality level, mortality means the time, mortality means the death. Okay, so the level of death means the number. So we have to maintain the good health so that there will be 12 per 1,000 live births for the neonatal, and under 5 mortality, that should be low, as low as 25 per thousand live births. So we have to maintain that. By 2030, end of epidemic of AIDS, tuberculosis, malaria, combat hepatitis, waterborne disease, and other communicable disease. Means we have to create some medication, or we have to invent something so that there will not be any epidemic of AIDS, tuberculosis, malaria, combat hepatitis, waterborne disease, all this. Okay, so this was the goal number 3, and last goal, that is goal 6, that is clean water and sanitation. Means being a nutrition student, you have to maintain these 3 goals. So goal 2, that was end hunger. Goal 3, that was good health and well-being, and goal 6, that is clean water and sanitation. Ensure availability and sustainable management of water sanitation for all. Means ensure that clean water is available for everyone, and there is the sustainable management of water sanitation for all. So what is the target? By 2030, achieve universal and equitable access to safe and affordable drinking water for all. Means by 2030, we have to give the access to safe and affordable drinking water for every person. By 2030, achieve access to adequate and equitable sanitation and hygiene for all, and end open defecation, paying special attention to the need of women and girls, those in vulnerable situation. Means we have to pay more attention to the women and girls, those who are in very bad condition, and they should achieve the access to adequate and equitable sanitation and hygiene for all. Means all should get proper hygiene and proper sanitation, okay, so that this problem will overcome. Means we have to maintain, we have to complete the target for the clean water and sanitation. Means all the people who are present in the earth, they should get clean water and sanitation, they should get good health and well-being, and there should not be any hunger. Means we have to end the hunger. Okay, so that's all for this chapter. So here we have completed the unit 3 chapter 1, and as I have told that in this chapter term 1 question will come. In term 2 we will start from unit 3 chapter 2. As you know that CBSE have given the syllabus that unit 3 will come twice, in term 1 and term 2 also. So we have separated the syllabus. Only chapter 1 from unit 3 will come in term 1, and the chapter 2 and 3 from unit 3 will come in the term 2, and unit 4, 5 and 6 whatever are there will come in term 2. Okay, so everyone tell me, is there any problem from this chapter?
No, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So whatever lines I have told you, read every line. Read every line. As you know that MCQ will come from these chapters. So read every lines. Take printout and read every lines so that there will not be any problem for MCQ. Okay.
Hello, ma'am.